But truly, truly, who understands the workings of this world, of this creation, that is creation? The goods? Well, so many goods went into creating it. I believe many goods created the universe in all its aspects, not just one. Though one led the campaign and organized and treated each with milk and honey, perhaps. Perhaps it was another that led. But think about it. Of all the creations that have been made, how do we understand them all? Unless we treat them with respect. If we study them. We try and figure out and understand how they work. And once we understand how they work, to help benefit them is to walk with God. Because now we are once again walking with God because we are benefiting God's creation. We are helping Him aspire His creation grow stronger and more fruitful in the future. We do this all the time, don't we? Our science, our technology. We have walked with God so much in science that it's not even funny. It's like belief opens the question, and science comes up with an answer and helps out and benefits the creation continuance. Or sometimes not its continuance. Because we understand it, but we don't understand it well enough to really know what we're doing with it. And we make mistakes, because we're man and womankind. We're not good. But do we have to live in those mistakes, or can we rectify those mistakes? Can we make up for the mistakes of our past? I'm a firm believer in yes. So I've made mistakes in my past. I've been in situations where I've had to steal to eat. I've tried to rectify that by feeding the hungry. I don't know if it'll come about right or not, but that's what I'm trying to do. To help make up for that mistake of the past and trying to make it so that that situation doesn't arise again in the future for other people. See, it's all about taking care of this world. As God has given us the birds, plants, trees, and animals, and we've been given to them in the great share that is existence, to help benefit that share is to help God, the goods of the world, and how they work together. And if you look at how all the beliefs, all the goods of the world work together, what do you find? You find how we work together. Their teachings and how they affect our everyday lives. So, see, His presence is still felt through His teachings. And that's following in God. But when we benefit and we take those lessons and apply them, are we not walking with God? Are we not doing as He not so much instructed, but inspired? And walking with God and being with Him, with the goods of creation, with all of them. So, do you walk with God? And do you benefit the share that is creation and it is existence? The bettering of this life in this world, creating a little heaven on earth, if you want to consider it that, or an Elysian fields, or Valhalla. Do you create these places in your life where you go through and you teach and train others in this way and create this environment that is similar to these environments that you seek to go to in the afterlife? If not, why not? Because you can. Because we have the power to. And then what are you choosing in death? What are you choosing in life if you do these things? You are choosing to create what? So you've created a part of what? So what are you now a part of? At least that small part that you created is without a whole. That is a part of what? But you can create a part of other places too, huh? You can create a part of a place where you sit alone, filled with sin. But what else can you create? What can you do to better the world, to make it more like what you dream your afterlife to be, where you desire to go? Where you desire to go, not where you want to go because you feel like you should be punished, but where you would want to go. How can you create a little bit of that in your life? Through the little things to big things. What's something simple you can do for another that makes their life a little more like that of above, if you want to consider that, a little bit better? Look at that. You create a little part of it right there when you in that action, if you choose to create that, as you have before in past actions, and in past actions you've created other places too, haven't you? But where do we lie currently? Well, that's where you lie. I mean, it's a combination of both choices, of all your choices, and the parts that you've created of this and that and that and this. But what part of you is most wholly of it is the question. Are you most wholly of that which is of your heart, of what you sought and seek in life? Or are you more a part of something which you didn't? So what are you a part of wholly, without a whole so large that something else is what you are? Without a whole, something you created that isn't a part so large that you could not be a part of that which is of your desire. Where would you lie without that hole? So if you fix that hole and fill it in, made a protective measure to protect from that happening to another again, what do you create there? Now you're filling in that hole with something more of that is of your desires, because you desire to be protected from that kind of action. And you enjoy those kind of actions, so you want to flourish those. You want to throw those like seeds to the wind and have them grow like fields of orchards of fruits and vegetables, right? Like a garden of what you sought. So you can make that meal when you... See, death is kind of like the making of the meal from the garden. You plant the seeds, and you plant the seeds, and you plant the seeds, and the seeds are your choice. Then death comes along and cooks it all up, cooks you up. But it not so much cooks you up, but makes you of all those choices you have made, pure, without anyone else's choices to intervene, and your initial creation start if you choose it. So what becomes of you in death is what you choose in life. And what do you want to be a part of the whole of in death? So if you create that in life, without so large a hole that you fall through and fall into some other place, where will you lie? So the choice is yours to make. And thank you for your time. I'll leave you to wonder at what choices you're going to make next, and the choices you've made before, and what choices currently you have proposed that you can do. And then, I'll leave you with that to think about. Thank you for your time, Christopher David Clay of the United Unified Belief.